Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We review anything and everything. And today we're getting into another Marvel Legends series figure. This is Super-Adaptoid. Now, I don't know anything about this character, but just off the look of him and understanding, like reading the back information of the box, just show some of this art first. Not reading on the box, there's nothing to read, but just the look of him and just viewing the profile, you could tell right away that he is one of those figures, one of those characters that steals the powers or operates with the powers of the Avengers. And it's very similar to the way that in DC, they have Amazo as an android who has all the powers of the Justice League. So I assume that it's the same way. I never really done some detailed research to understand how this figure, or this character, works, his powers work, but I'm assuming that it works in that same vein. This figure is actually 11.7 inches tall, which is pretty awesome if you just want an affordable big figure, because this one runs somewhere around the $32 to $35 range. Now, the base price of this figure is supposed to be, put that on the side there, it's supposed to be 70, I guess, when it first came out. But since that time, probably it not being a very popular figure, I'm going to assume it has gone down in price. So if you just want a really big character, putting aside whether you think he's cool or not, whether he's known or not, whether I've saw some kind of reviews where they criticize the detailing of the character and how it could be different. He just looks like he's a Captain America, a large size Captain America with a change of face and whatever case is, and a few things. Putting aside all those kind of things, just off of having a foot tall figure that can be your enemy bad guy to a little kid, especially because I bought this for my kids, is amazing. One, you definitely got him being like the big baddie because he's huge. Two, it's like the idea that he takes everyone else's powers, just adds to it as the villain that an Avengers team has to fight. Here you can see he has the Thor's hammer. And Captain America's shield, which is huge. And I will bring into frame just a regular standard size figure, just so we can get an idea of the difference in size. So this is the Captain America here, standing at 6 inches, and he clearly is half the size of Super-Adaptoid. Now, he's even bigger than a Hulk figure that I purchased for my kids, that I reviewed on the channel, that is about 8.5 inches tall, and he is bigger than that. Matter of fact, I will bring that into the scene. So even though Hulk is very much a beefy figure, he is height-wise smaller than Adaptoid by a considerable amount, though he is a little bit wider than Adaptoid. But nonetheless, you can see Adaptoid fits as that great just villain for the whole team. So if you're looking for something like that, I think it's great. As far as you collecting him, he might not be everyone's cup of tea. Here you can see the detail on him. Looks pretty nice. And he's got this is kind of like detached. This is a utility belt, just like Captain America. A lot of detail on him. The shield looks like it's done pretty well too, where he could fit an arm inside here. But the thing that is a flaw with this is that it's hard to get his arm in there because he has that kind of little spiked thing sticking up on the side of his glove, and it doesn't really let him get his arm inside there all the way to get this thing wrapped around. Is a struggle. With that being said, also, the cover picture is a little false advertising, because in the left hand, in his right hand, he has the hammer, and then on his left hand he has the shield, but he can't hold the shield in this one because he doesn't have an open hand. And then in addition, he can only hold this one like that, so it wouldn't be able to necessarily really do that. He doesn't have a hole to put his shield on in any kind of way. Not that it has a hole inside there, so it's not like it has a peg. So you can't put that on his back either. So there's a lot of limitations. I feel like this is the kind of character that you're only purchasing because you just want a big figure to be able to be your baddie, your bad guy who's tossing everybody around, and everyone's got to try to jump him, and he's really big. I think he's a great figure for kids. But as far as someone actually having him in their collection, he probably wouldn't really be a fan favorite because no one really knows him, to be honest with you. And these accessories don't really work very well for actually posing him and doing stuff with him, in my opinion. But link's gonna be in the description down below for you guys to purchase it on Amazon. As always, you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.